If you look at guidance, if you look at the earlier times, talk about the time of Adam or Abraham or Moses, what was the guidance? The guidance was don't worship idols, right? Makes sense. Don't worship animals, they didn't create you. Don't worship people. Don't worship anybody, the one God above. Nice.
PT, yeah.
Nice. Big.
Big bearded dad, man.
Oh, I like that, man. I got a beard too, man. Yeah. What's your question? No questions?
No questions.
Do you know about Islam?
Sorry?
Do you know about Islam?
I mean,
Little
yeah,
bit?
but
Yeah.
not-
Yeah, well, in Islam, we believe in only one God, right? We don't believe in worshiping Jesus or Moses or Abraham or anybody but the one. Does that sound?
I mean, I personally am not a religious person.
Yeah. No, no. Do you believe there is a God?
You see, I don't know.
Yes.
I can't.
I feel you.
I don't want to sort of say
Right.
anything either way because I don't know.
Yeah.
I just see some things like, you know, you see a lot of stuff in the media and things
Yeah.
like that. And everyone's tarred with the same brush.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. Whatever gets you up in the morning makes you a
Right.
good person.
Yeah. It's a good point.
It's all
I feel you. Yeah.
like
See, the media, I agree with you, right? Like, I was coming from the US, I'm from the US, right? And there was this media of, the British people are just fighting and things. And that's just not true. It's nice, it's peaceful. It's not like that at all. So the media just likes to hype, so forget all that, right? But just as a person, Sam, like me as a person, I do believe there's a creator, right? Because if you think about it, like this phone right here, right? If somebody was to tell me that this just evolved by itself, like I've never seen it manufactured, I didn't see Steve Jobs designing it, but it wouldn't make sense to me. Like, would it make sense to you? Like,
well, no.
right? I mean, even if it took billions of years for grains of sand to turn into this phone with a camera and unlocking and a face recognition and like functionality, ability to make calls, it doesn't make sense that it just came by itself. It's too perfect. It's too well designed. It has functionality that doesn't just appear. Like that piece of rock doesn't do that, right? And if you think about it, the human body, your body, is more complex than the phone. Your eyes are, like even right now, it's not recognizing my face for some reason. Maybe it's the light or something, my glasses, right? But you can recognize me, right? Now, your ability to think is better than Siri, right? Your function, like if I drop this right now, if I just go, bam, right? It's not going to heal itself. But if you get cut, your body heals itself. So if you think about it, you are more complicated than a phone or a satellite. So if those things can't just come by themselves, how would a human being?
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? So now, if we are a creation, which obviously we do have a creator, I mean, we've already agreed to that, right? Would that creator not give us some kind of guidance, right? Like think through this. Let's say, Sam, you develop a new type of car. And it's an amazing car. And it can go in the water, and it can fly. It's like one of those James Bond cars from the movies, right? You press a button and it takes off and all that kind of stuff. But you know that if you put regular petrol, gas into it, it'll blow up. You can only put electric fuel or something like that, right? You would definitely put some kind of warning with it, right? A pamphlet or a booklet or, hey, send a trainer to be like, hey, let me show you how to use this car because you've never used it. Would that make sense, right? So how would Allah create us and then just leave us with no guidance? A creator that would make this amazing, complex creation, a universe, skies, earth, perfect balance, the animals and humans breathe in oxygen, put out carbon dioxide, the plants take in that carbon dioxide, put oxygen back in the system. Like, imagine how perfect that is without any guidance, right? So if you look at guidance, if we look at the earlier times, talk about the time of Adam or Abraham or Moses, what was the guidance? The guidance was don't worship idols, right? Makes sense. Don't worship animals, they didn't create you. Don't worship people. Don't worship anybody, the one God above. Makes sense, right? And follow the prophet of your time. Every time period would have a prophet, and they would tell them, hey, like for example, in the UK, there's a debate over the death penalty, whether it's moral or not, right? There's debate over abortion. There's debate over immigration. There's debate over many different subjects. And everybody has their own morality, right? But if there's a divine morality, that would make sense. Like to tell you, hey, it's not okay to kill people, right? right? It's not like right now you see in the Middle East the conflict that's going on, right? And there are people killing babies, right? Now, me and you obviously agree that's wrong, right? Why would you want to kill a baby? But some people, for political motives, they're like, nah, let's bomb the whole place. Who cares the babies die, right? Now, they justify it. But we know in our hearts it's wrong, but they do. So now when you have a moral guidance from the Creator saying, no, 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 in any circumstance, you're not going to be killing babies, right? Even if it's war, leave them babies alone, right? Doesn't that make sense to you? There you go, Sam. It makes sense. So we as Muslims believe there's only one Creator, right? That created us, like me and you believe now. And we as Muslims believe that Allah sent messages to those prophets. And those prophets, they all were the same. That's why, like, you see people dividing, like, some people making fun of Jesus, like in the Paris Olympics, the atheists were making fun of Jesus. We would never do that. We as Muslims love Jesus. We love Abraham. We love Moses. We love Muhammad, peace be upon them. We love them all. We believe they all brought the same message. Be good people, be good to your neighbor, don't kill, don't steal, right? That makes sense? So, gee, that's a Muslim belief. You got, Sam, you're Muslim, bro. You don't even know it, right? Think about that. Does that make sense to you, that belief? Yeah. So to be a Muslim, this is what we do. We testify that none should be worshipped except one God above. Do you agree with that?
I'd obviously.
Okay, good.
I'd have to
Yeah,
look into it a lot more.
Take your time. You have a Quran?
I don't know.
I'll give you one as a gift. Can you give him a Quran? Do you have anything on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Do you need a bag?
No, I'm cool.
You sure?
Yeah.
I got you.
Let's add that to the
All right.
mix.
Jazakallah khair. Can you hold this real quick? Just put it on the table, inshallah. There you go, bro. For you, as a gift.